Hey, what's up, my homesteaders? What's up, my nerd necks? How y'all doing this week? I see Joe Fix of You was in here. Uh, Demoose Barbecue and Outdoor Adventures. Hey, Demoose, how you doing, bro? And little sister Nanny Tam. That's what I've seen so far. But hey, glad y'all here with me. I ain't by myself. I'm trying to make it every week again, but you know how things are. Anything can come up. Trying to get a quick smoke in before I started because I drove around, got in there, and I started eating snacks. I went crazy. Walmart has got these little small boxes, about like that square, about that deep, but they've got cubed up salami in there, like little small cubes and stuff. And I get that and a little thing of Kobe Jack cheese is about the same size, and I just sit there and eat right out of the containers. Don't even have to have crackers, but it would be good with some little like Ritz crackers. But yeah. As far as the tractor goes, I hadn't started breaking it down yet. Hey, Andale Homestead, how you doing? As far as the tractor goes, I hadn't started breaking it down yet. I may start that tomorrow because the head gasket's coming, I think Friday or Saturday. So I may go ahead and start breaking it down. Hey, Ginger, how you doing, sister? Oh, just in case. What did I do? What do I do? Nope. Look, they changed that. Usually I could just click and it would put the link up there. But now, there we go. There's the link. I think that's the link anyway. But yeah, thank y'all for coming in. I really appreciate it. Piggy, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. But yeah, like I said, I haven't started breaking that tractor down yet. I'm thinking about starting tomorrow. I got to call a guy over in Fitzgerald, see if he would surface the heads on a tractor. I mean, he should. I don't know. I mean, if you can, why not go back with good squared up straight heads to get a good fit, nice and tight and sealed. So that's what I was talking about with somebody the other day. Who's to say somebody hadn't already changed the head gasket on it one time, but didn't have the head surface, and that's why it's doing it now, or part of the reason. But yeah, I got to get into that for sure. Thanks to Moose, I appreciate it, man. Y'all hit the thumbs up for me, I appreciate it. Yeah, I put out a little short last night while I was grilling, just something real quick to get something out. I still got. I actually filmed a video of me talking about those filters that were stopped up on the tractor and everything, and I started watching it back, and like about 3/4 of the way through, for whatever reason, I noticed a little static, and then the words didn't match up to my lips. It wasn't sounding. It wasn't doing it right. I said, "Oh, I'm not putting that out." But that annoys me so much. I know it annoys everybody else. I'll just refilm it one day, and try it again. So may have been something in my little microphone rig that tried to cut out. I've had it for a year or so now. But I am considering some sort of fall garden. I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it. I've been watching seeing a lot of things about You plant certain varieties of onions, the bulbs, not the seeds. Yeah. Oh yeah, thank you, Daddy Tam. They were looking good. I opened the fridge earlier and I could smell them still in the fridge. They smelled it up, and I was like, man, I'm about ready to eat one. But I also did some hamburger steaks. I didn't show all that. I just wanted to get a quick video of that out. I saw the size of that one big old pork chop, and I said, man, I got to put this out. Uh, but something about Walmart, like with the pork, you just get what you get. But if you buy the steaks or stew meat or whatever, get the pack. It's got the black label with the silver ring around it that says Angus beef. That's going to be your best bet. That's going to have your fat content, your marbling, and it make a good steak. If you buy the regular meat at Walmart in the white packets or the white styrofoam trays, yeah, they're not good. They're supposed to be USDA choice or whatever. They're not my choice. But but yeah, I was kind of looking into it. I saw a few things you could plant, like I said, the onions, but it needs to be the bulbs, certain varieties. And you can't use the seeds for that. It's just like too late to do that. Um, Golly, radishes or and stuff like that. I thought you could do some of that stuff in the fall. So I have to look it back up again what I was looking at. But I was thinking, yeah, I really do need to get something out. Get something planted and have something this year. And I could use some of those seeds I got from Jennifer Ocean Homestead for growing groceries, and maybe get a video or two out for that. Showing how I got it planted at least. Just bummed me out that everything kind of happened at once there, and with me getting sick and the surgery and everything else and recuperating, and then work's been like insane here lately. I thought they're trying to make a big push for the end of the year to get the numbers up. So I had to work Monday till lunchtime. That's what I told the boss man. I said, look, why are we working? It's Labor Day. We are labor. But they want us to come in and work half a day. First shift came in till lunch, and then second shift coming from lunch till 5. It really wrecked their day in the afternoon. Hey, Hunting Stuff with J&J, how you doing? Glad you made it. That's James Hall, y'all. Hey, brother James, how you doing, man? Glad you made it in here. And Lynn the Farm Okie. Hey, Lynn, how you doing? Oh. Yes, fried potato salad. Oh, that's pretty cool, man, Tim. I didn't realize that radishes would be a replacement for potatoes, but yeah, it makes sense. They got kind of a little bit of a tough texture. I actually got a salad. It was supposed to be, I got it from Walmart. It was in a bag. It was like a taco salad mix without the meat. It was a taco flavored ranch dressing, and there were like radishes and carrots and stuff like that all in it, and red lettuce and all that stuff. Not red lettuce, red cabbage and stuff like that, in there. And I tried it, and those radishes weren't bad. So I said, okay, maybe I should plant some. So I got some. I'm pretty sure I have some like mammoth radishes or something like that came with those seeds. So I was like, plant some of those, try that out. But definitely got to get something in the ground. I miss not having nothing growing out there. It just drives me nuts. Wish there was like a fast growing variety of tomato that would like make in a month. Okay, Jim, that's the radishes. They only take a short time to grow. That's pretty cool. Definitely got to try some of those. But like I said, all the being sick from the gallbladder and the surgery and the colonoscopy, and I've been poked and prodded more than enough this year. I think I'm done, hopefully. I never tried carrots. And I never tried radishes. This would be the first time for me. I really wanted to plant those onion seeds I got over there, but it's just way too late in the year to try those. So I said I may try to find some with some bulbs and see what I can come up with. Also, you can take the core out of a head of lettuce and plant that, and it'll grow lettuce. So I didn't know that. That's good information, James. I'm gonna have to try that one for real. Um, Anytime tried them radishes twice, nothing but tops, no roots. Man, that's rough. Garlic, yeah, garlic. I heard you can do garlic that way too. You can plant those during the winter. So yeah, I may try to slip in some carrots because, excuse me, I love carrots. I mean, with me, I like meat, potatoes, and carrots. So I mean, and I like some good vegetables when I can get a hold of them. Uh, like whenever I do beef stew, I love putting carrots in it. Gina can't stand it. If I do a pot roast, I love having carrots in it. It gives you more food to mix in there, more vegetables and stuff. Cut the bottom off celery and put it in water to grow more celery. Now, Tam, I'd have to ask you the question why. I do not like celery. If you like celery, that sounds good. But I'm just not a fan of celery. I do like, was it celery seed that they put in coleslaw and stuff sometimes. I actually had some coleslaw with some little bit of celery seed. That was pretty good, but like picking up green celery and taking them out, oh, I can't handle it. I've tried several times. I just cannot eat celery. I don't know what it is. Uh, Glazed carrots. I've not had glazed carrots. My mama would just, a lot of times, she would just take and uh, either cut some up or she'd buy them canned and put them in a pot and heat them up real good. I'm not sure the salt and pepper stuff and just warm them up real good. And we'd have them that way. Just good soft carrots, and they'd be kind of a little sweet, because they're cooked. They were good to me. Mm. Brown sugar and butter. That sounds really good. Hey, Tony Walsh, how you doing, brother? Get any good news on the tractor front yet? Because I just got bad. For y'all tuning in or missed last week, I got to put a head gasket on a little blue out there, and probably have the heads resurfaced too. I prefer to have them resurfaced anyway. Uh, yeah, Tony. Last time I ran it was running worse and worse and worse, and I just stopped it. And that's when I got out to solve the bubbles on the side of the heads, where the head's attached to the motor, where the heads they have those surface where they bolt it down. You see little bubbles of oil right there all on the side, and I'm like, "Yep, head gasket's gone." So, and before I get to the point of running it and water mixing with my oil or something like that, and causing a blown engine completely, just stopped it. They grow fast enough for a harvest. I definitely got to give those radishes a try. Like I said, I want to try some. I want to try to find out what kind of variety of bulb onion that was that would grow good in the winter. Check that out because I got where I love me some good onions. I wonder if y'all seen Johnny. I have not seen Johnny and Christine. I hope they made it home, and everybody else made it home from the Alaska cruise and everything. And Dale, did y'all go on the Alaska cruise, or anybody else in here? I'm not sure. I think most people are back. Anytime there's no telling what we may be doing wrong with things. I mean, I watched a video on TikTok that a guy took a fish, like a little brim, and put in the bottom of a pot and put pot soil on it and was growing stuff. And then he put another pot with just pot and soil and fertilizer, and the ones with the fish decaying in the bottom was like growing like huge and looking beautiful. So I don't know. We did, Johnny Chris. Okay, yeah, I've got to catch up on video. I didn't get to watch any over the weekend, and I started watching some stuff last night, and then Gina was ready to come out and watch some TV, and I said, "Well, I better stop." So I got to catch up on a lot. I won't be able to tomorrow because you got Homestead Hangout tomorrow. I guarantee you, there's going to be some lives tomorrow night. So I won't guarantee, but I got a pretty good idea that will be. But Handale, I hope y'all enjoyed your trip and everything. Tony and Angie, yeah. Now, were y'all able to like see land the whole time y'all were on the ship, or were y'all kind of out in the ocean a little bit? I mean, I might be able to stand a cruise like that if I can look over and see land right over there, but I don't know if I can deal with it if I can't see land. If I can see land, I know at least I got a little tiny slim chance of surviving if something happens. My luck, I'd have too many margaritas and I'd go over the side. Oh, that's pretty cool. I might be able to handle that. I was pretty sure it was like completely beautiful scenery going up that way. Um, 4 to 5 week growth time of radishes. That sounds perfect. Tony got a rag on me. I sit around all day. I sit around and drive a forklift all day. It is wonderful when I get home and I can sit down on something that's not moving. Yeah, I bet that water is cold. I know, Tony. When I'm in live chat, I like to miss people too. It's all good. Makes it more interesting. Yeah, we got. I don't really watch much YouTube on the weekends. We're kind of hanging out here doing whatever and um, watching regular TV and stuff like that most of the time. Lazing around, resting. Language. Gina's in there. She's busy. She's packing up some stuff. Um, our, our nephew moved into her dad's house, and her sister brought a pile of stuff over here, and she's going through all that stuff, separating out stuff from when they were little kids that their mom saved, and it's there in the house, and so they had to get it out. So she's in there. I bought the big plastic storage totes, and she's separating all this stuff out so she can give it to her sisters and all. And if you heard a bad word, that was an accident. She was stressing. So, and while she's doing that, she found Bob Ross, The Joy of Painting, on the Roku Live TV when a little while back when some storms came through and it knocked out and the satellite went out because it always blocks the signal or whatever. And so started flipping through those live TV channels and found Bob Ross' Joy of Painting. And whenever she gets a chance, it's on TV now. So she loves y'all too, Lynn. Like I say, she's just going through all that stuff, trying to get it sorted. Learning about the cruise, no internet for a solid week was weird. That's wild, but in a good way. Well, that way you wasn't worrying about doing live streams. Y'all were having a lot of fun. That's cool. But I mean, how cool would that have been, being on the deck of the ship doing it live? So. Get my picture right here. Yes, I mean, I was expecting to see all kinds of lives from the cruise pop up. I expected to see, I know Johnny and Christine were on there. I thought last Thursday they'd be live. No live. I'm like, what in the world? So. I mean, that's kind of like I did anyway. Like, hey, brother Joe, you back in? Good to see you back. But yeah, like me and Gina went to North Georgia, and everybody, Piggy and everybody was up there. Johnny and Christine, Jesse and Lisa and I was up there. The biggest barbecue to have a little mini meetup. We had a good time. Johnny was over doing a live, but I was so caught up talking to everybody. All I did was take a few pictures. I didn't take any video at all. I really enjoyed chatting with everybody. So hindsight, yeah, I wish, like, dang, why didn't I take some videos? And I realized later that while Johnny was live, I was in the back. I was talking to Dot Roper and her daughter and granddaughter, and I was talking to Ralph at Webb's Web, and then I got to sit down talking to Jesse and Lisa and Ginger over there, and I'm in a lot of Johnny's live. I hope you don't get mad later. I mean, that's really true. I mean, yeah, we're caught up doing all this right now, and it's fun. But I look back, years ago when we didn't have all this internet and these smartphones and everything. Look at all the stuff we got done back then. We had to just sit down and talk to each other. I mean, I'd probably enjoy talking, but I know there'd be moments I'd be on that ship and I'd be out there looking at the coastline, at the woods and stuff, and looking at wildlife, trying to see stuff in the woods over there and see what's going on. Yes, back when I used to deer hunt, I'm kind of scoping it out. I'm about ready to load up and go down to Fernandina Beach, Florida, before it's over with. Because we used to go down there. I went with my brother one time years ago, and then me and Gina got started going there for a little while, and we stopped for some reason. But we would go down there, and you could like fish off the beach. And that's pretty cool. Catch like whitings about that long and croaker right off the beach out there, and dang, Ginger, bow season's starting already. But that's what's crazy. It is cooling off now for some reason. Uh, so y'all might have a pretty good shot. I've been seeing some moving, but yeah, I mean, there was like the old fort. You had a big pier you could go out and fish off of. Then they also have they used to have a bridge that you had to fish on with cars riding by, and you only had like this much area to stand up against the railing and hang your pole over the side and fish. And I was so glad finally. Is Johnny going in? I don't know. Uh, but now they finally left that bridge and built a new bridge for cars to go on. And now there's a bridge you can just fish on. And I'm telling you, when it's warm outside, you can be on Fernandina Beach and go down to that big bridge, and you can see poles just as far as you can see all the way across the other side into that big intercoastal where it goes across there, or whatever. I'm not sure, a bay or whatever you call it. And I've caught angelfish out there, whiting. Uh, Gina caught a pompano one time. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that scenery had to be amazing. I watched a guy. I think y'all went like did y'all go to California or like Washington or Oregon or somewhere to put in to get on the boat. Y'all didn't put the boat in. Y'all got on the boat, but I could just see somebody backing a cruise ship down the landing going into the ocean. But I watch Jonathan Yinch. He does truck camping and stuff like that. Seattle, Washington, yeah. He goes up there a lot and everything. And I've seen some of those trees and the mountains and stuff all through there. It's beautiful. I think it's deep 2 inches apart. I got to look at, um, if I'm not bad wrong, that packet I got said mammoth radishes. I think Ginger did the same thing. She might have planted some. I don't know. Don't know how big the mammoth radishes are. Uh, I think Ginger was in the growing groceries. I just usually get some kind of like Walmart as like a multi-purpose fertilizer. So Seattle, Washington, yeah. I said I would love to go out that way to Washington and Oregon and all that, just because there's such beautiful, like huge trees, beautiful scenery. Well, look at dang there. Check your pockets, Douglas. Scotty is in the house. I ain't seen you in a coon's age, brother. Speaking of which, has anybody heard anything from Tony at Kettle Kitchen? Just asking you, man. Uh, I have not seen him live in months and months and months. Um, I got kind of caught up in his game night here lately. You know, I mean, I was on there a few times. I think Dale was supposed to be on there one time, and then he's just not been back. And I sent him an email a while back, and he didn't respond. I was like, hey, man, just checking to make sure you're okay. I hadn't heard from you in a while, and I got nothing back. So his channel's still there, but I don't know if he's left YouTube or something's going on in his family. He may be in the hospital. I don't know. Uh, yeah, I mean, he hadn't been live in a while, and he hadn't done any videos or anything. I mean, at first it was like, you know, his son was in baseball tournaments, and this was coming up, that was coming up. The internet was not working, and this and that. He's putting out posts saying all this stuff. I'm like, oh wow, oh Dot Roper. Yes, as I mentioned her a while ago, I haven't seen her in a while either, so I hope she's doing all right. I don't, Lynn, I don't have him on Facebook. I said, I got his email, and I emailed him, like, hey, man, are y'all okay? I mean, I hadn't heard anything from you, just making sure y'all all right. I got nothing back. I said, I mean, something may have happened. I mean, he may be in the hospital in bad shape. I don't know. Because the last probably month, I don't think he put out any post saying he's not going to be alive. So, well, we got Scotty back, though. But, yeah. I've been on his game night. Gina's been on there. I say he said that Dale was supposed to be on there one night. So I don't know. Hey, Eric and Tina at Rainy Ridge, how y'all doing? But yeah, I mean, I'm not begrudging the man in any way. I mean, if you got problem with your family, sickness, illness, whatever, if you want to step away for a while, that's great. I mean, there's been times that you know, just don't feel like going live. Just rough day, rough week, so tired, wore out. Or I don't feel like making videos. I've stepped back a little bit because I don't want to get to the point I'm just completely burnt out. I mean, it's easy to do on here because you get frustrated. You're not getting the views. You're not getting subscribers. I've been doing this for over 2 years, and I've only got like 405 subscribers. So, I mean, it is what it is. You know, I got to work, and when I work, I don't feel like a lot of times coming in and doing videos and stuff. So it's hard for me to put out content. After a while, I know you'll get tired of seeing the same content. I mean, it's like, oh, he's working on the tractor. Oh, the tractor's running. Oh, the tractor's not running again. It's broke down. You got to fix the tractor again. You know, this same old stuff. I mean, it is what it is. But up until lately, it's been so hot. I want to do some fishing videos, but it's been so hot. And since the big oak tree died beside the pond back there, it's kind of like that little dip that I was down in, right? Because you got the high bank up here, and I was kind of down in the hole in my fishing video, where like you could put a boat in down there. There used to be a big oak tree right behind that blocked the sun. But I think it got struck by lightning or something several years ago, and it finally just fell down out there and just broke apart. So now there's no shade right there. So it's really hot trying to fish back there in the afternoon. I didn't think to ask the backup question to Lynn the Farm Okie. Lynn, do you have Tony on Facebook? And maybe you can hit him up, or somebody else does. See how he's doing. I would like to know. He's one of the ones. When I first got into YouTube, it was Ginger and Joey, Dan and Nana, and Tony. Johnny and Christine came in a little later, but those were the guys that I knew and I was doing live stuff with, and being on their game, like Tony's game night, and I was talking in Dale's chat and Ginger's chat, and we finally got to be live together a few times. I would just like to make sure he's okay. Oh, okay. Thank you, Lynn. I seen Ann Dale say she's probably on patrol right now trying to get a hold of him, too. I texted him and never replied back. He's never done it. Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, it's like he's just stepped away. And I tried to look it up. I couldn't just look it up like search, but I could go to my subscriptions and scroll down through there, and I could find Tony on there. That's the only way I could find him. Oh, about a month ago, anytime you texted. Okay. He may be burnt out, just stepping away. I don't know. The case for Christ. Okay. Haven't heard of that one. Oh, man. Okay, now I see Ginger back in chat. Ginger, when are we going to get together and talk Harry Potter? You have kept that a secret from me till I saw your video where you were making something. I can't remember. I commented on the video where you used the Harry Potter material and made something, and you never told me you liked Harry Potter. What's up with that? Oh, I love it. Yeah. I mean, I actually thought it was the dumbest thing in the world. Seeing the trailers and the videos, and then I finally sat down one day and watched some of a movie, and I just got caught up in it. I never watched Lord of the Rings. I've never to this day watched Lord of the Rings. I've been meaning to, but every time I see a movie on and I think about watching it, it's already halfway done, so I don't want to start in the middle. But I even got Gina to watch Harry Potter. We started out buying VHS tapes. Then we got a few VHS movies. Then we got DVDs of the rest. So an atheist, okay. Yeah. It's just, I was thinking about it today. It was pretty dang epic. Cause news was going live. And I was going to call you out if I could. But I was thinking about how cool it was in the last movie where Harry Potter grabs and Voldemort's flying through the air and he grabs hold of Voldemort and says, "Okay, Tom, let's finish this." And I thought it was always like epic. Well, oh, wrong thing. Tony said he's okay. That's great to hear. That's great to hear. All right. Well, tell you, Lynn, if you talk back to him, tell him we love him. We're just concerned about him, and we're glad to hear that. On Tubi or Tubby. Tubi, I think is what they call it. Yeah, I got to re-download Tubi on the new TV. But yeah. With me, it's not. A lot of people say I only like this kind of movie. I only like this kind of movie. I like all different kinds of movies. There are actually some of those movies that are true stories that I really enjoy watching, like some of the crime stuff and stuff like that Gina likes. But some of my I can watch some of them. It's like, oh man, really this again? Yeah. But I mean, one thing I've always loved is like sci-fi movies and swords and sorcery type stuff. Although I've never watched Game of Thrones, I just never took the leap. We didn't have HBO or anything, so I never watched it. So I thought about it. I thought about it, but I love the comic book heroes and stuff like that. I mean, super excited to see when it finally gets done and made and come out. Avengers Doomsday. They're making Iron Man Doctor Doom. That's crazy. And it's gonna be awesome, I think. And people are saying it, and they've been playing it on TikTok a lot, that Ozzy Osbourne's song or Black Sabbath song, um, Iron Man, actually predicts Tony Stark is turning into Doctor Doom. It's pretty wild. Oh, his revenge movies are pretty good too now. Yeah, man. I mean, me and Jen's been thinking about him for a while. Just wondering. And I sent him that email. He never said anything back. I don't know what's going on with him, but that's his business. I just was concerned. Godfather Transformer. Lord have mercy. You've been hiding Transformers from me too. Who are you, Ginger? Oh, yeah. Hollywood's completely out of ideas. They're remaking everything. I can't remember what it was. I saw something the other day they were remaking, and I'm like, good Lord, come up with an idea of your own. Yeah. Yeah, I actually like the Transformers cartoon series a lot. I think I actually have a season of it in there too on DVD. I can take my book, Shadows of Carpathia. I'll make my Carpathia. Hey, do it. Do it, Scotty. Get it out there. Oh, yes, James. Exactly. Yes, it is. Angel Studio. That's pretty slick there, Scotty. I know what Alucard is spelled backwards. Pretty slick. Oh, not Inspector Gadget. Gina would like freak out. I miss a lot of those like 80s, early 90s cartoons that was coming on in the afternoons after school. Because for so long we only got cartoons on Saturday mornings for till like 11 or 11:30 or 12, and I didn't care nothing about football back then. I didn't care nothing about golf back then. That's all that came on. Seemed like after that. So I was excited when I got to see Transformers and Thundercats and Silverhawks and all this stuff. They had these hard like rock and roll themes, when they came on. I was like, oh, this is cool. That's cool, Scotty. Do it. Call the shift. Okay, cool. I'm sorry, Tony. I really am. I'm a kid. I'm a child of the '80s and '90s. I can't help it. I love my country music, but I do love a good rock song, and a cartoon with rock music in the theme is awesome. Now the cartoons are like so weird. I mean, where in this world did somebody come up and get SpongeBob from? And the Amazing World of Gumball. I keep seeing advertised on Cartoon Network and all that. I mean, what the heck happened to good old fashioned Bugs Bunny too? I mean, they tried to remake that again, and it's like not the same. Scotty, maybe my brother that was we were separated at birth. I don't know. I watched Voltron too. I used to love it. But I went watch it. I went to my friend Tommy's house because he had the old school big satellite that you had to box over every side. You had to tune it and turn it to get the channels and stuff. They had money. We was broke. We had an antenna. I mean, this, for so long, I couldn't watch any of the good cartoons because they were all on the satellite, different channels and stuff. South Georgia, you had channel 10, which is NBC. 6 was CBS, and channel 8 was Georgia Public Broadcasting. That's where you go to watch Bob Ross and Sesame Street. Exactly. Take Elmer's dad gun shotgun, we do have a problem. That's right, James All. There's some of those cartoons they censored to death now. You have to go on YouTube and hopefully you can find them on there and they're not censored. I mean, there's literally one where I think it was Tom and Jerry, where Tom stuck his head in something, and a bomb went off, and it come up, and the petals flipped back, and his face was black. He had like red lips, but it wasn't meant to be blackface. It was like made for to look like a sunflower. I thought, especially as a kid, but everybody took offense, so they had to cut it. It's like it wasn't even that big a deal, you know. Scooby Doo, that was pretty good too. I actually like watching the 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo. Well, they brought Vincent Price in there just because Vincent Price. You know, I like a lot of old horror movies. GI Joe, yes. Although I never did get to watch a lot of them. GI Joe, that was another one on satellite. I never get to watch it because down here in the South, you just didn't get it. And then finally, after years of begging and pleading, Mom and Daddy got the other antenna that would put on the pole so you can get VHF and UHF. So they would pick up Fox and ABC, I think. So I did get to watch some cartoons then. And if I got it really early on Sunday morning, I could turn to channel 52, which we never was able to get. But I could pick it up then for about an hour and watch Laugh Olympics with Yogi Bear and all the Hanna-Barbera characters. It was like I'd give like a 5:30 or 6 to watch it, and then like as soon as it got that time when the show was about to go off, it started scrambling up. It started getting daylight and it kill it. Like, oh man. Kids don't know the struggles we had trying to watch cartoons back then. They have 24/7 cartoon channels, multiple channels now. We had like, I think Channel 10 NBC, we could watch on Saturday mornings and get a few good cartoons, and that was it. Called Cheese come out anything. I don't recall seeing that, man. Yeah, me and Gina talked about it a few times. I actually wind up missing stuff like the Muppet Show that used to come on. Good, we do all had an all good card. Yeah, I mean there was some good ones back then. I mean Scooby Doo, Looney Tunes. I mean Bugs Bunny for life, man. I mean I love some Bugs Bunny. Him messing with Elmer, but him messing with Daffy was awesome too. And I actually liked. If you get a chance, it's pretty good. They actually made a cartoon of Duck Dodgers because they had Daffy Duck cartoon, Duck Dodgers in the 24th and a half century. They made a modern version of that with Porky Pig as his sidekick, the space cadet, and Doctor IQ High and all that. That was actually a pretty good series. It was actually pretty fun. Yeah, that sounds like me now with my little dollar store antenna that's got the little rabbit ears on it that sits in the window. In my bedroom, I can get about 3 channels. That's about it. I got to watch a little bit of Mr. Magoo, but we got a lot of Pink Panther. Wild Kingdom and Lawrence Welk. Yes, sir, Tony. That's exactly right. Tony knows about South Georgia, y'all. You can possibly get a good Disney movie in, and then watch Wild Kingdom, and then watch Lawrence Welk, him conducting the band with the bubbles floating around. All right, Grizzly Adams. Lord have mercy, y'all taking me down the road to the past. Yeah, that's right, Scotty. Grizzly Adams. Old Mountain Man. I said, yeah. And see, on Saturday night, if the antenna was working good and all that, you got to see some Hee Haw and the Muppet Show. I can't remember what channel that was on. I can't remember what the heck else come on that night. No. I almost said Incredible Hulk and Deuce Hazard, but that was like Wednesday or Thursday during the week. If I ain't bad wrong. That was on CBS. Well, we watched Lawrence Welk because that's all we had. Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, and there was a guy named Jim Fowler on there that did the animal handling or whatever. Went out and did stuff, and I was like, he may be kin to us. And Dad's like, no, he ain't. Hey, Peaceful Death, how you doing? Glad you made it. Hey, ain't no problem. Just waking up. You good. I don't blame you. I might went to sleep earlier myself. I remember, I got a live. I better wake my butt up. Oh, Lord, phone dang. Probably nothing. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, it's wild. You didn't have much to watch, very many channels, but you were super excited to get to watch those channels when you were a kid. Yeah, he was. Jim Fowler was tough now. Which I gotta say, I think Gina's favorite of all time was the Smurfs. And that's the reason I got her this thing over here. But she didn't like it because it was from the newer movie. Yep. She loved her some Smurfs. Well, the light's shining off of it. But yeah. I got her a Smurfette. And she didn't like because she had the black eyes, not like the old school cartoon. It was more from the newer movies, and she don't care much for it, but I still kept it for her back here. 4 minutes. Jacques Cousteau. I remember seeing some of his stuff. Jacques Cousteau. But yeah, she really has issues with the new Smurf movie that's coming out with Rihanna playing Smurfette. But yeah. That's just the way it is. But yeah. They're trying to take these old cartoons and movies and stuff and modernize them and do all this. James Hall said DEI. I'll leave it at that. But yeah. I mean, I won't go into all the political doings or whatever, but and I'm not racist in any way, but leave things alone. Make new stuff for yourself. Whatever. Oh, now you come in to apologize. I ain't gonna say it again, James. And 3 little letters. I mean, yeah, you don't have to go into all these old movies, old TV shows, old cartoons, and decide to add. And I'm sorry, I don't want to offend anybody at all. I'm not racist. You don't have to add black characters. Make new stuff with black characters. That's all you got to do. I don't. I mean, I got a problem with anybody. I work with black people every day. I have black people that I went to school with. I love them to death. Hug them, love them every time I see them, like family. But you don't have to like reset history. Leave it alone. Make new stuff. And I hope I didn't offend anybody in this world with that. And if I do, I don't mean to. But anyway, there were some great cartoons, great movies, great TV shows back then. But it's hard to go back and watch some. Yes. Yes. James Hall, yes. They would, people would freak out worldwide if that happened. Yeah, I'm sorry, Nancy. That was it was when she said what she said, which wasn't much to it. It was kind of loud to me, so I was kind of nervous. So I thought y'all might have heard it. I have slipped up and said some words in here myself. Uh, yeah, Troy Sutton, you ain't late, brother. You good to go. Thanks for stopping by, man. I'll probably slip around, stay in for a few more minutes. I don't know. This Screw Ranch. Kim, how y'all doing? I'm doing pretty good right now. I hope y'all are doing well. Uh, but yeah, I'll probably hang around for a few more minutes. I don't know if Big Valley Live is going to go live. Uh, she was. I hadn't had a text or anything from her lately. She's been putting out videos. They're pretty interesting. Y'all check them out. Uh, I said Michelle has been. She's trooper. She's fighting. They ain't gonna see where put you down, but she's fighting it, y'all. Hmm. But in that meantime, as you watched the newest Zach Fowler video, I know you were talking about it last week. And I said, I wish I would come up with that channel name first. Fowler's Makery and Mischief. Oh my God, that was just so perfect. Uh, Dude has took pontoons and used the deck from it and built a little mini pirate ship on it. And he's using a 25 horse, I think, Mercury engine. He's in Maine. He's in the ocean. He's going out and going around in these different bays every day. He's on a 7-day uh, trip, but he's putting out one video a week. He just put out one, I think, Saturday or Sunday, where he works his way down to this other bay. He finishes up his trip there. It's pretty cool. I mean, he's got like a little box built, and on the front, the point that comes out like a pirate ship. In the back, he's got a box on the back where you can go in there and sleep and cook and do everything. But Mascara, I have not. I have not seen him in a while. I have not heard or seen anything from Tiffany. Or dang it, I can't remember her husband's name. Saved my life right now, but yeah, Mr. C. Yeah, I have not. I have not seen or heard anything out of him since tailgate time. The collaboration last year. Last I heard. Yeah. I follow a guy that's affiliated with Fowler. Okay. Yeah, Gina, we talked about earlier. Lynn emailed him. He says, or messaged him. He said, okay. Yeah. But yeah, they. That's what I'm. That was a pretty good collaboration she had. That was pretty nice. I'm still toying with mine. Uh, that's what I'm thinking. In May, it just came to me. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I would love to do May I barbecue, May I BBQ, something like that. And that would be anything barbecue, any kind of meat. And I was thinking about it the other day, like if you put vegetables on the grill and you barbecue, that'd work. If you want to take a chub of bologna and put on there and smoke it and cook it, do whatever, that'd work too. So I'm thinking about doing that. I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not. It'll be probably after the first of the year before I make the decision for real and try to make a. Um, I started a logo a while back, didn't finish it. I'm thinking about trying it. Greg Ovens Outdoors. Okay. So I don't know who he is. If he's affiliated with Zachary Fowler's Making a Mission, I don't know. He's got a whole team. You look at some of his videos, he goes in there and he's got like 2 or 3 guys and they're just editing his videos all day long. And, and guys helping him build stuff. I mean, it's crazy. He has accumulated a whole team of people to help him make videos and basically make money. And it works. The crazy stuff he comes up with just works. I mean, it's insane. And he knows his stuff. I mean, he was on. He just talked about it in the last video, a long one, I think it was. He was on that survival show called Alone, and I mean he was out there throwing lobster traps out, catching lobsters, crabs, everything. Tony Walls, I mean, I imagine there's several ways. The way I make meatloaf is I cook it and it falls all to pieces. My meatloaf, you start trying to cut it, it turns into scrambled hamburger meat. That's one thing I've never been able to figure out. But I'm bad when I do meatloaf. I don't measure like I should. When it says like 2 cups of breadcrumbs, I just kind of dump however many I think. And it usually don't work out. I might start doing measurements. Okay, Greg Owens also online. Okay, there you go. This probably is good. If anybody wants to get that link and post it for Greg Ovens, sorry, I said Greg Owens. Greg Ovens, might give him a follow and check him out. Tony said life got in the way. Okay, yeah. It is what it is. Tony, if you're watching, I love you, brother. Miss you. So, yeah. Do your thing. Come back when you can. But, I mean, it's... Like I said, I enjoy watching those where they're camping. They're trying to survive, doing stuff like that, and they're doing what they got to do. And he actually did a video where he went 300 miles on an e-bike, and he was picking up cans, bottles, stuff like that, trading them in. He was doing the Itaki or something. There was some kind of paintings where he puts ink on a fish and presses a piece of paper over it, and leaves the impression of the fish on it. He was actually selling those to make money, and he was actually paying for food that way and stuff like that. And he was stopping and charging when he could, but he actually come clean at the end and said, "Look, y'all, there's no way this e-bike's batteries would have got me here." So every night, my friend followed me. I didn't take food from him. I didn't drink coffee with him. I didn't eat donuts he had in the truck with him. I just met up with him. We swapped batteries for the e-bike, and then I went back to my campsite. And I camped. And he was honest about that. I hope he was anyway. But because it takes so long to charge those batteries, all the stopping he was doing to charge them wasn't going to ever work. But he was honest about it. Told you I was going through some things that my sister brought me from my late daddy's house. I'm going to hand Derek something he can show. Y'all, some things from my child. Oh, good Lord. Memory lane, y'all. I hear footsteps moving throughout my home. Okay. Rocky Mountain Bushcraft. Um, Zach Fowler's actually coming to Georgia for some kind of bushcraft thing sooner or later. I'm not sure when it is, but yeah.
Did you see my comment?
I saw your comment. I talked about your comment.
All right.
Why am I showing these?
Just what I'm going through from my childhood.
Little shoes.
Those are some sandals that I wore every day.
And these things are like hard as rocks, y'all. I mean, they're like rough. I don't know how the heck she wore them. But she was like, well, she's only like 5'2" now, so she probably wasn't like 15 pounds when she wore them. And
My bedroom shoes.
got some knockoff Big Bird bedroom shoes.
They weren't knockoff when they were new. They
They were
actually
Big Bird.
looked like Big Bird.
Dan says she had a few pair back in the day. Yeah.
Well, thank y'all for putting up with that.
And Tina Ray Reese has some of those. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, I mean, I better went back to my old house where my nephew lived for a while, but they still kept some of the same stuff in there. I could probably go through and find pictures and all kinds of junk in there. I could go through for days. But I got a pile of stuff in here that I can go through for days. I may have to change the setup in here at some point. I'm breaking my name trying to wear those now. That's pretty cool, ain't it? I might change the setup sooner or later because I know what's behind me is probably going. If I ever do get monetized, YouTube probably get upset about it because pew pew. I do have a cool poster of Superman I got from actual comic books, and it's when Superman was unlifed by Doomsday, and then later on his body was stolen, he was healed, and he came back. It was a one true Superman coming out. It was an awesome poster I have. I think it's still in that closet over there. I want to get it out. I'd love to hang it up where it can be in the background or whatever. That was on. I mean, it was a picture. It was on my wall in my bedroom at home for years and years. And the only reason it was, the only reason I took it out of that comic is because I had two of those. Yeah, they're probably still wearable at any time. I don't think their feet's gonna fit in there no more. I can't see it from here. Most of my Doctor Who stuff's on that end of the entertainment center that's sitting here. I can't get to it right now. But yes, I'm a fan of Doctor Who, and I have been since I was a kid because we had Channel 8 with Georgia Public Television. Whenever they had a telethon trying to raise money for the channel, they would always play Doctor Who on those weekends, and I would sit there and love it and watch Tom Baker be the Doctor. So yeah. That was the only time I'd get to watch that because I had the rabbit ears on my little 19-inch TV in my bedroom that Mom and Daddy found me secondhand somewhere. William Hartnell, then the Farm Okie. He was pretty good. I didn't get to watch him at first. I watched him later. But the one I grew up with was Tom Baker. He actually made an appearance in the 50th anniversary special. It was pretty cool. I never knew those were there. Huh? Oh, my big old head's blocking the way. I actually left out of here one night, James, and Johnny was on screen with me and alive, and he was actually looking at them. He was like picking out which one he wanted. While I was gone, I'd run to the restroom. Apparently, he can pick them up pretty good, I guess, at times. So, yeah. Now, that's one of the things I wanted from Mom and Dad's house. After Dad passed away and Mom moved over to my sister's house to stay with her, is I wanted that gun cabinet. It's got drawers, a few drawers in the bottom you can put stuff in, and enough room for those line of guns. And I really wish I had one more slot. I do have my Henry right there, the 22 lever action, but I want a 44 Magnum lever action Henry. I'll be satisfied. Yeah, Johnny was trying to fake auction them off that time. That's what Johnny said something about it one night, that YouTube might get upset with me one day and demonetize me if I ever got monetized because of pew-pews in the background. Because the AI stuff gets weird. They said Christine was a minor that one time. So, yeah. I don't know why they have an issue, because I see people hunting on YouTube. See people shooting guns all the time on there, and there's no issues. But then, somebody happens to pop up and show a gun one day. Oh, no. AI attacks them. So, AI's ruining the country. So, yeah. Only good thing from AI is the Bigfoot videos on TikTok. They're hilarious. But, yeah. Who's they have? Crazy high price on everything make me say so mad. All donated. Yeah, I mean some gets a little too steep on things. Tina wants Henry Golden Boy 22. Yeah, she wanted the woman a gold chamber. That was $310. So I wanted it, but I'm gonna tell you, that little Henry 22, just the plain Jane. Oh my God, it's just like pointing fingers. And you gonna hit it. That thing is so accurate. I've never, ever had a 22 rifle that was that accurate. I'll say that. $310, I'd do it again. We were on the front porch. It's raised up about 4 feet on that one side. I was propping up against the pole, popping a spinning target. I was making it just flip around and around. And I looked there close to the ditch. It's about 50, 60 yards out there. I saw a pine cone. I said, more trap. And it just flipped and flew in there. I was like, oh my God. It was awesome. I'm like, that's like the best feeling in the world. 50, 60 yards with a 22, flip a pine cone. Epic. It was like effortless. That's why I would love to have the 44 mag. I've seen them hit targets 100 yards, iron sights with it. It's awesome. And you can put a scope on it. Plus, you also have the adjustable sight that flips up, like the old days, and slide it up for your range and shoot longer ranges. That's what I was thinking about. Talking to the guy that's leasing the property, say, can I harvest a doe? Get my license. I can sit out here, get my fire pit set up, and see if I can harvest a doe out here in the barnyard one night during hunting season with a hunting license. That's a Henry. I love it. Pretty heavy, but I mean, it's made out of some good steel, but it's accurate. I always wanted one, and I got one, and it's like one of my favorite guns I've ever purchased. And I said, when you buy one, it's not a regret. I'll say that. I mean, that's one of the best I've ever handled, and it's just feels so great and so well balanced. don't give you bags anymore. Either a bag or tote, whatever you brought in the car. I had a few little toys for the grands. Put them back. Man, that's kind of messed up. 47.70. Yeah. Oh, you mean 45.70? I think. I'm not sure. That's pretty cool, James. I'd like to have one of those too. Martin, 336 was scope and only been hunting. Yeah, Martin made some dang good guns too. Yeah, Troy, yes. 45.70, yeah. That's what Johnny's been shooting a lot of times up there. The nickel plated one he's got, that look good. Not a Henry, I don't think, but it's a good looking gun. I'm gonna bring it out. Oh, yep. There it is. However much y'all can see of it. Smooth, super smooth action. It's not the golden boy. Gina wanted me to get the golden boy with the gold chamber right here. But that was a little chunk more money. So I decided to get this one. I'm telling you, best balance, got the smooth Frenchy stock on it, or Frenchy stock on there. Beautiful, like walnut looking grain. Love it. Got the peep through side on the front. It is so good. YouTube can come at me if they want. Henry, yes, it's Henry. Cause I pay for the rest. We had a few people over, only have two. Yeah, that's all you wanted. Can't. Oh, I thank you so much, Kim. Let's go ranch. Appreciate it. Have a great night. I mean, that's all Gina wanted. I mean, and she actually harvested a buck with her 308 deer rifle. I only say harvested because YouTube may come after me if I say anything else. So, but yeah, I mean, uh, oh, do you think anytime? I appreciate it. All right, you have a good night, little sis. Yeah, put that up there. I have a big wish list. But yeah, I mean, I actually have one back there. Tipton Acres, how you doing? Glad to see you. I actually got one back there that I just mentioned to Gina because her sister's husband had one, and she went and got me one. I'll give her that all day long. If I can get it out. Oh. By American Tactical, it's called the Nomad. It's a 12 gauge shotgun. Screw in chokes, fiber optic side up here, sight rail, breaks down. If I can get it to break down. Pull the trigger guard back, breaks down, and it folds up like this. There's a notch inside the stop the trigger guard goes into. This is made to be a backpack gun. We love you, Nathan. Have a good night. But it's made to be a backpack gun. It folds up so small. 12 gauge. Got a couple of other chokes. This is the extra full, I believe. And this is crazy. I didn't think Gina was going to get this one. I love it. When she come on with it, because I saw it was a backpack gun. So easy to haul. Got the sling mounts on the bottom and the top. I thought, man, how cool would that be? Bring this out. Get one of those nice jelly head chokes. Or if it's a turkey with this one day, maybe. I don't know. It'd be pretty cool. But I thought this would be one of the cool. If I ever got a chance to go across country, I'd love to be able to stop and hunt different places. It's 12 gauge with different chokes. I could do any kind of hunting I want. Oh, okay. I think that one was only in a pawn shop in Douglas. They were selling them brand new. I think it was like 100 and I think my brother-in-law got one for like 120, 125. That was like 140 with the camo stock and all that. And I'm like, wow. Yes. So happy she got me that one. Cool. I'll stop making it about the guns and ammo show. So. But I was going to try to take that one and go up the hill there to the field. My nephew was having the dove shoots here last year. Not here a while back, last year. I was going to go up there, but I forgot all about it and didn't get to go up there. I had stuff going on. I forgot to ask Tina, did y'all get the brush hog mower problems figured out? This is weird because when Gina's in there in her room, right down the hall, I can hear what I'm saying. A few seconds later, it's kind of weird. But it's cool. It's still cool. I'm good. I got enough for about one more drink, and I'm going to call it a night, y'all. I mean, I thought, man, if one day I could just break free, go across country, and be able to afford a camper one day, which is probably a complete pipe dream. And he's probably saying, no, they ain't going to happen right now on her breath. You saying it. But I thought how cool would it be to jump in a truck with a camper and go across country and stop in different states and do different hunting or something. Maybe wind up in Oklahoma where Johnny's at on his hunting club with all the hogs and harvest a couple of hogs or something, you know. Do some hunt and cook videos. I thought it'd be pretty cool. But, you know, it is what it is. Probably never happened, but, you know. He's probably in there saying, you bleep, bleep, right, that ain't going to happen. But okay, Texas. If I ever get hit out that way, I'll probably come by and see James Hall and Jesse and Lisa while I'm over there. Y'all got the big javelinas over there too, right, James? That'd be fun. Just saying. I mean, fill up a freezer quick. That's what Dad took one down out in the field over where he deer hunts at several years ago, and called me up and said, "Hey, if you and your buddy want some hog meat, go over and get that." And I just took it down. I got to go to church. I said, "All right." I called my buddy up and I said, "Hey, you want to get some hog meat?" "Yeah, let's go." Went and loaded her up, his old sow, and took her up there to the guy. And he's, "Man, how much you think she weighed?" He said, "Probably about 275 pounds." Too much mesquite. Yeah, probably was pretty rough in there. But I could get some mesquite wood for grilling, so that'd be pretty cool. I forgot where you're at, Leanne. That'd be cool. But I'm telling you, but the guy kind of skipped on. He took the hog fat for deer meat and put it in deer meat and kind of shortened us there. So the sausage we got was like dry as I don't know what. Oklahoma, yep. I forgot, Lynn, you were in Oklahoma. Yeah, there's probably plenty of hogs there too. We got some here, but not that many. Um, but now the pork chops, oh my god, you cannot beat a wild hog pork chop for nothing. It's that's like one of the absolute best amazing pork chops. Yep, but it's just it's tastier. Yep, I've heard them mesquite thorns is awful. Yeah, I see. That's something pretty cool is to be able to get a hold of a wild hog Boston butt and throw that bad boy on smoker. Oh my god, it would have to be amazing. Or just get a big enough smoker to do the whole hog. Yeah, I, that's what I heard about in Texas. That's why everybody got so upset when they were shooting from helicopters and all that. Oh my God, you're just murdering hogs and all that. Yeah, but when you got them wild hogs like that, they're tearing up grazing areas. Cows are stepping in holes and where they're rooting at and breaking their legs and stuff. You're costing you tons of money. Yeah, you want to get rid of them. We won't understand that. There you go. It's cooling off a little bit now, and I'm about ready to fire up a Boston butt and either cook some chicken or get some chicken from a place in Douglas and do some Brunswick stew. Did it last year at my sister-in-law and brother-in-law's house. I did it the year before. Everybody went crazy over it. I'm ready to do it. Kill a gut, yeah. I bet they would. I bet it is cooler in Minnesota, Templin. Acres, yeah. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It went on twice. It's okay. It might have been more saying twice. Yeah, that's what my brother always told me that cotton goes through what they call a milking stage. When it first comes up and gets a couple inches tall, it's real sweet, the plant itself, and deer are just drawn to it, and they will like clear it out. My nephew did a lot of replanting. super crazy. Yeah. Summer came in like early down here. Probably did up there too. And it's like, for whatever reason, it's cooled off some now. It's like, I don't remember this ever happening. It probably has at some point, but I don't remember it happening in August where it cools down like it has now. But I'm not complaining. of my AC bill right now. And it's like last month we had to pay a $465 light bill because of running the central AC plus the 5,000 BTU window unit in the dining room, and then Gina's room in there, the little 13,000 BTU stand up unit we got from my brother in law. Shout out to him. I appreciate that. And just to try to get by. And it wasn't even cooling like it should. Right now, everything's cooling pretty good. So, yeah. That's what I watch a guy there, Mav. His name's Mav, but his name's Maverick. Uh, uh, has a whole bunch of camper rigs and stuff. Loves ice fishing and stuff like that up there in Minnesota. And it looks awesome up there, but I imagine living through those winters will be pretty rough. Yeah, snow already, James. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Down here, it's like 67, 65, or 67, 68 degrees in the mornings here in South Georgia, where it's normally like almost 80 in the morning when you get up in August. So yeah, temperatures drop for some reason. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on with the weather. Like I said, this past winter we had like 3 or 4 inches to stick out here for 3 or 4 days in slushy road conditions that we couldn't drive on down here because there's not trucks to spread salt on the road and clear the roads. Oh, window security. Get away from here. I'm tired of that. I bet it was, man. I remember Johnny putting his videos out and him staying out with the cows at night and trying to make sure everything was thought out for them and stuff. And he was going through I don't know what there. Summer's been bad and the winters are being bad now. So it's crazy. But y'all, it is 7:39. I ain't got no more in the picture. So and if I probably talk about any more pew pews, AI on YouTube will come after me. But I say I appreciate every one of y'all coming here tonight. It's been amazing. Y'all take care, stay safe. Tampa Lakers, be careful about the snow. Lynn, be careful because it may come in anytime there. So yeah, and I'm almost begging for snow down here right now because it's still warm. Even though the temperatures dropped a lot, it's still warm. So yeah, went over a little bit tonight because I got running my mouth, having a good time. Check Kyle's cabin. That's my man. Share that link. Yeah, everybody have a great night. It's been an awesome night. Y'all help me unwind, relax a little bit. It's been amazing. Let me forget about all the headache I'm gonna have with that tractor out there this weekend, probably. But yeah, that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a great week, a rest of your weekend, on next week, and I hope I get back in here next week and have a good live with y'all again. So I'm on the end stream button. So yeah, have a blessed evening. Yep. James Hall, everybody, Tony Walsh, have a great week, blessed week, like Tony said, and I will see y'all hopefully next week. with some hopefully good news about the tractor that I survived all this and dealing with this whole tractor. And hope there's some videos coming out. So y'all have a good one. Thank y'all so much. Love y'all. See you next time. Bye bye.